celebrities aren't always what they seem. Sometimes their actions slip and the unimaginable becomes visible. Stay tuned to watch the most unsettling live TV moments ever captured, revealing the truth behind the fame.
I hate humans. Humans I hate.
Popular. Do you believe that we're doing that? That would be so great. That joy he wanted to infuse in every.
Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande have recently caught the attention of fans after their very first public appearance following the release of Wicked. Both were quite different, both physically and behaviorally, until they transformed into something completely different. This is how they looked in the days and weeks before the release, when both appeared very much like themselves and looked normal, versus this is how they look now.
Even through this press tour, something's bothering her. She's gonna fix something. I know.
Sorry.
She's getting the fixing itch that Cynthia Erivo gets.
It's not there.
Oh, thank you.
Pinch me moment for each of you on the set. Was it a day you arrived on the set or some special moment that happened during the filming of this for each of you? What was the biggest pinch me?
Cynthia Erivo showed herself to be quite protective and observant of Ariana, such that she was quicker than the bodyguards in dealing with an obsessed fan who appeared suddenly after jumping over the fence. This drastic change was something that even the fans couldn't ignore, and they began to speculate whether these were actually themselves or some kind of doubles, or even complete robots. From the shift in body composure of both, could it be that they turned into a reptilian was also among the theories.
It's this crazy realization, and everyone's talking. What? I've been listening to you for so long.
Cynthia.
As you dig down the rabbit hole, it only gets weirder with regards to Cynthia Erivo, which further reveals her actual nature. While in the thick of one of her performances, one of the attendees noticed not only her fingers or hands, but her entire arm slowly, but visibility quickly was lengthening, almost as if she was too caught up in the performance, and her cover of being a real reptilian self almost came off. Similarly to one of the other instances where Cynthia, who was trying to come off as a compassionate person, until her smile and the weird glow in her eyes further verified her reptilian nature. Before we start, hit like and subscribe to stay alert, because these strange moments from around the world weren't supposed to exist. Frozen consciousness.
Issa Rae. I love her. Wait, what is she?
A video of actress Issa Rae started getting viral around April 13th, 2025, showing a very weird moment of her along with a friend at a restaurant. There was a moment where, while both of them were waiting for their food, they went into a sort of weird, deep, or frozen state of consciousness. It almost looked like they were cyborgs having their mind completely shut down, especially when the recording bystander looked at their eyes. Some of the fans even believed them to have been under the demonic influence.
Her friend, too?
Jacinda Ardern.
Sweet mustache.
Regardless of how nervous or the lack of confidence that one may have, the body language of New Zealand's former Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, says otherwise, from constantly wiping her nose and face, as if she had taken an illegal substance, to the uncontrolled reactions shown through her rapidly changing expressions, shows that she is not really in control herself, or perhaps is not the real version of herself. Take this clip, for instance. Just when she was moving away to give space, pushed the sign language interpreter out of her way to take her place. The move has raised some eyebrows among social media users. Nicole Kidman.
Nicole, on your right shoulder.
It's not just the glitching or the possibility of a doppelganger that is of concern here, but also the long and awkward pause. With many of the fans on spot cheering and attempting to start a conversation, she briefly starts to react, unlike herself, by showing no visible emotion, reaction, or body language. Her body language, along with the random movements, shows something that could be going very wrong with her, to be starting to behave in such a manner. Selena Gomez shapeshifting. The moments of great reveal that take place out in the open are often overlooked as an accident. This was no different. During the 2022 SAG Awards red carpet in February, a brief moment was caught on camera where Selena was thought to have tripped while wearing high heels. However, a careful look at the captured clip suggests otherwise. The change and shifting of her feet that is visible for a couple of seconds before it gets back to normal shows this as if she was more of having a breakdown. This breakdown of Selena happened to partially reveal her true self. Sniffing president. Throughout the years of vice presidency and even being the president of the United States, there was this very weird habit of Joe Biden that kept on repeating almost every public appearance. From the shoulder squeezing of women in or around the press conference to sniffing girls has for several years been noticed repeatedly, with so much so that it even raised complaints. Now, this isn't just common among young women or girls, but females of all ages, like in this case, Joe Biden gives an endless hug to Hillary Clinton. Angelina Jolie. Angelina Jolie was giving an interview on a TV channel, speaking normally while everything appeared completely ordinary. Then something unexpected occurred. During a close-up moment, her eyes seemed to shift, with the pupils looking narrow and vertical, almost like those of a reptile. The camera quickly moved away, yet people who later watched the clip online were surprised by what they thought they saw. Many slowed the video down, suggesting it was only a lighting effect or camera issue. Still, a few viewers who claimed to catch the moment live insisted it looked unusual. This raised casual questions about whether a simple visual glitch had sparked the strange rumor around the well-known star. Cara Delevingne unstable. Back in October 2024, a video of Hollywood figure Cara Delevingne began circulating widely after she appeared noticeably out of character during an unplanned moment. She arrived for a departing flight 2 hours late, then stepped off the plane and returned home. Once there, she seemed to move in an oddly erratic way, as if unsteady and jittery. Since she stated she was sober, the possibility of her using any illegal substance was dismissed. This left the impression that her unusual, almost zombie-like movements might have been caused by some kind of hallucination. Beyoncé lost control. During one of the onstage performances of Jay-Z and Beyoncé, there was a moment when Beyoncé, while being in the midst of her performance, started going completely insane. While most fans brushed it off as her going above and beyond for them, others were convinced that she was taken over by a demon. Similarly, there are more cases just like this that further justify this possibility, like this instance where not only did her eyes start to glow, but a total shift of facial structure turned to something very devilish. To further testify to this, Beyoncé, in one of her own interviews, revealed that she gets taken over by an energy that is not of herself.
You're getting ready to go on stage and perform. Does Sasha Fierce, when does she show up?
Usually when I hear the crowd, when I put on my stilettos, when like the moment right before when you're nervous and that other thing kind of takes over for you. Then Sasha Fierce appears in my posture.
Changed Simon Cowell.
The social media post that has people asking, is that really Simon Cowell?
From natural aging to various cosmetic procedures, the changes in Simon Cowell's appearance have made him look very different over time. After trying several facial treatments to slow the signs of aging, he gradually became less recognizable with each new adjustment. Eventually, the changes reached a point where his face looked entirely transformed, with a very smooth complexion and bright, bleached-looking teeth, making him appear almost like a completely different person. One of the fans on social media even shared they almost didn't recognize him until his name was given out.
I always say on this show, 2 or 3 minutes can change your life. And it has. And maybe this time, it's going to be you.
Lady Gaga. Over the course of decades, Lady Gaga, as compared to most other celebrities, has had almost every performance to be quite an uncomfortable one. Her recent VMA performance, which she can be seen in all red, with a large locked cage beneath, with several people that are visible inside. This concert is what's being called a ritual or satanic worship by many viewers and conspiracy theorists, or even perhaps some kind of offering to Satan was also rumored to have been occurring. Compared to it is safe to assume that almost every Lady Gaga's concert is less of a performance, but something much darker. Photographer confronted. During MTV's 2024 Video Music Awards red carpet, there was a heated moment where Chappelle Roan got tempted into a reaction. After a repeated temptation that was created by the photographer and things seemingly only getting out of hand, Chappelle Roan boldly stepped in and got caught up in the altercation. Later, after the incident, Chappelle told at Entertainment Tonight, "You don't yell at me like that." Biggest cheek model.
Oh, just for hype. No, I will never put something in my face what I didn't like, you know?
Anastasia Pokreshchuk, a 30-year-old Instagram model from Kiev known for having unusually large cheek fillers, began cosmetic injections at 26 and has continued ever since. She has spent thousands of dollars on treatments, including fillers in her cheeks, lips, and mouth corners, Botox in her forehead, and the reshaping of her jaw and chin. Pokreshchuk often injects her own face and sometimes helps friends, sharing the results with her large online following. She says she likes the dramatic look, even though some people find it unusual, and she dismisses negative comments she receives on social media. Despite concerns raised by a doctor during a TV appearance, she has said she plans to keep up her routine. Cardi B's regret.
I will be talking about my surgery because everybody's just like, Cardi, you got your done too big. But the T is, right? This is the Tiana Taylor right here.
Cardi B, who is an American female rapper who performed live in December 2022, shared about her initial BBL and related injections, especially the biopolymer shots she received at age 20, which caused serious health issues and led to several removal procedures. She said that more than 95% of the biopolymer had to be taken out and warned her young fans that it is an experience never worth going through.
All I'm gonna say is, right, that if you young, if you 19, if you 20, if you 21, and sometimes you too skinny, and you be like, oh my God, I don't got enough fat to put on my and everything, so you resort to shots, don't do it. Like mother shots. I'm super against biopolymers.
However, the biopolymer wasn't the only experience that she was subtly referring, but also one that she willingly sold her soul to.
I hate humans. Humans I hate. So, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed.
For a moment in one of her lives, she seemed to have been taken over by a demon that specifically made her say, "I hate humans," instead of people, where the word people would have made much more sense if it were actually Cardi B in control of herself. The moment immediately after her character completely shifts shows how much in control she is for demons to come and go as they please. Katy Perry. The bigger the stars, the greater the doubt, especially when someone like Katy Perry starts to malfunction while on stage. Now, this wasn't just a single episode, but there was another one that occurred during the same concert. Fans, just as usual, started to brush it off as an act or part of a performance, though she looks less like the actual Katy Perry and more like a robot or a double that may have taken her place only to end up like this. and using performance as a cover-up? Now, the possibility of these can't even be questionable when Katy Perry herself jokingly said to have a doppelganger took her place at a Met Gala.
I know we have idol shows in the Met Gala. Do we lose you at the Met Gala? Do we have you at the Met Gala? Do we have you here? Where are you?
I'm sending Zooey Deschanel in my place.
Jocelyn Weinstein. Often called the Catwoman, Jocelyn Wildenstein became known for her extreme cosmetic surgeries, which were intended to give her a more feline appearance, but ultimately resulted in a dramatic and unnatural transformation that shocked the public and damaged her social standing. She reportedly began altering her face to please her then-husband, who favored exotic, cat-like features, and what started as an effort to maintain their relationship gradually escalated into a long series of procedures. Over time, the changes moved far beyond subtle enhancements, leaving her with a look that drew intense scrutiny and criticism, as many felt the surgeries had exceeded safe and natural limits. While most fans, despite being convinced these were the result of surgeries, others started to believe this was a cover-up that used to bring Jocelyn Wildenstein's double and present it to the world. Botched surgery. Neven Ciganovic, a 49-year-old from Zagreb, began altering his appearance at 22 and has since undergone numerous procedures, including eye color changes, cat eye surgery, cheek implants, multiple nose jobs, lip fillers, and eyebrow transplants. His long-running interest in cosmetic enhancement took an alarming turn in 2017 when a rhinoplasty in Iran resulted in a painful, prolonged erection known as priapism. The complication forced him to undergo 3 additional surgeries to address the issue, yet he continues to view cosmetic work as simply part of his lifestyle. Despite the risks and the extreme experience he endured, he maintains a casual, committed approach to ongoing procedures.
When you go to do some surgery, there is always some kind of risk. I will lie if I say that I am not worried. Some of my friends know that I have this procedure and they told me that I'm crazy.
Demonic star. As much of a singer as Michelle Lamy may be, the very appearance and the vibe in this clip make her look nothing less than Satan in human form. This was during one of the Hollywood rave parties back in August 2025. She looks less to be singing and more like moaning in a very weird way, along with music of a similar tone. Could it be that the claim of most Redditors, viewers, and conspiracy theorists is actually true, that they harvest people's energy who attend these concerns for dark purposes? Lil' Kim's transformation.
What the is going on here? After the party is the hotel?
After years of going with her natural look, she suddenly appeared with a transformation that shocked everyone. Lil' Kim shared a series of Instagram photos revealing a completely unrecognizable new appearance, and by April 25th, 2016, she almost seemed like a different person entirely, so much so that some wondered if it was even her or a perfectly made clone wearing her skin. The change was a stark contrast to her earlier style, which blended her signature flair with softer, natural features. Driven by a desire for reinvention and a bolder image, her altered facial features and overall look left fans stunned and sparked endless debate about her dramatic transformation. Megan Fox.
What is your obsession of the year?
Zac Efron is my obsession. What you don't know is that Zac Efron and I are the same person. We're not actually here. It's like Janet and Michael. We are the same person. He just puts on his wig and a dress, and it's me, and you don't know that. The greatest ruse of all time.
From the claims of being a man to the comparisons with Zac Efron, Megan Fox could actually be a cloned man. It would make sense considering the resemblance and how easy it is in an age of deception with advanced cosmetics and hyper-realistic masks. This could even be a possibility.
I'm a tranny. I'm a man.
Did you not look in the mirror and not think you're beautiful?
For an actress as iconic as Megan Fox, even joking remarks like these have only fueled far-fetched theories to possibly be true, especially where features of her neck were started to be pointed out as having male traits. The body language from some of the red carpet events has raised another speculation that not all Megan Fox appearances are actually her, but rather a robot double or look-alike, given the lack of expressions, movement, and random staring at a single point in the room. Madonna. When it comes to being the longest-standing figure in the so-called soul-selling music industry, Madonna is without a doubt near the top of the list. As compared to her past appearance, the dramatic changes that were made recently with regard to her face have left her fans puzzled after her viral 2023 Grammy public appearance. From her naturally aging face, she suddenly had a tight and pulled back face skin, with eyes being smaller and a different nose, making her look younger. This made her almost unrecognizable to the fans. Considering how satanic and ritualistic her performances usually are, with all the visible offerings, some theories even suggest that this new look could be that she uses forbidden beauty rituals tied to the young. Janelle Monáe confession. While most hide it, some partially reveal it in the form of an unbelievable joke. There are some who just say it out in the open. Janelle Monáe, who is an American singer, songwriter, rapper, and actress, in one of her interviews back in 2024, made a confession.
Well, it's very simple. I have a clone. I have a clone for music. I have a clone for film. I have a clone for my personal life. I have a clone for my family life. And each clone is under contract.
This comes as no surprise considering how hectic it could be to make public appearances, juggling music, film, and the rest of her life all together. With this being easy to manage, everything with clones under a contract, it also reveals that under the guise of why not would rest of the most celebrities also have their doubles.
Which one am I talking to now?
Well, if I told you that, life wouldn't be as fun.
Exposed reptilian. Back in June 2024, a clip started to get viral involving Cobra Kai's star Martin Covey, who was confronted by Alicia Hannah Kim at a fan convention for having bitten her on the arm.
We do not play like that. I apologize. No. You have left a mark on my body, which in your 80-year-old brain, you think is play. Is that how people treated you when you were a child?
I'm very sorry that I got angry because I was indulging in something improper by doing that, and I'm very sincerely sorry.
Now, no matter what the circumstance here may have been, this behavior is far from being anything normal. There is, however, one possible explanation here that would make sense, which is perhaps that Martin Cove is a reptilian like most famous celebrities, where the aging element made him temporarily lose control and resort to this. Some of the viewers shared that he wasn't really sorry for it, rather was for getting caught and confronted. Slipping disguise. A TikTok profile at Unknown51 on October 29th, 2025 shared a video showing an unidentified bureaucrat who looks quite weird while delivering a speech, from the partial reveal of reptilian-like teeth to the changing eyes, where he is struggling to hold his human disguise. This clip, soon after making its way to social media, started getting viral among the Reddit community, laying a convincing foundation among new people that reptilians do actually exist. Britney Spears.
I went with this one guy and he looked like a lizard. I was so scared.
This is another instance when Britney Spears said the quiet part out loud and started talking about the reptilians. Ever since that clip went viral and exposed the reptilian theory, Britney, however, started to look and behave very differently and unlike herself. For example, in one of her clips, she started speaking in a childlike voice and displaying erratic behavior.
I really want to get all my nails look like a idiot. I want my nails back, and I guess I should just go get nails and do it. I don't want to. It takes forever to get your nails done.
Similarly, there was another clip shared by some of her fans who claimed this isn't Britney Spears and that it's a body double due to the teeth and voice being different, especially after she had appeared after being in the dark for several days in a row. Could it be that the actual one is held by someone while these doubles are making up appearances? You be the judge.
Did you guys watch the VMAs? But I did see stuff on my phone from YouTube of Sabrina Carpenter. Why is she kissing an alien on stage? I adore her. I love her to death.
Demon-possessing experience. During an interview with Michael B. Jordan with regards to his role in Black Panther, he shared going through a time that made it hard for him to connect with people.
He caught up with me, and I got a little depressed. It was tough for me for a minute. Just readjusting to being around people that care about me, getting that love that I shut out for a long time. Like, I shut out love. I didn't want love and affection. I wanted to be in this lonely place as long as I could in order to kind of capture the essence of what Eric Stevens was, what Killmonger was.
Even though the mention wasn't exactly specific, in between the lines, you could easily tell that he was willingly possessed by some form of demon to be able to play his character within the movie, and that it wasn't all just by himself. But as soon as filming of it was done, he had to adjust back into his reality by going to therapy.
When we wrapped the film, I'm like, in my mind, I was like, okay, cool, go back to, regular life, get back to LA, be cool, but it was a little tough for me at first to kind of like accept. I don't really know exactly when I came out of it, but I went to therapy, I started talking to people, started unpacking a little bit.
Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson fans who attended one of his concerts were puzzled by his choice of appearance. He looked not only frightening, but also unusually downcast in a way some described as feminine. Unlike the usual cases where his look reflects symbolism or a live performance style, some felt this bordered on a kind of humiliation ritual. In situations like these, the loyalty of an artist or their followers is sometimes believed to be tested, which seemed to be the possible explanation behind his unsettling appearance. Kanye West. Some fans believe even Michael Jackson's glove and hat were used like tools of spell-like control, adding an unsettling tone to his image. To them, this wasn't just a tribute performance, but a reminder of theories claiming his success involved more than talent. In the music video for Otis, a quick shot drew similar attention when Kanye West briefly formed a triangle with his hands. Although often tied to Jay-Z's Rockefeller branding, some viewers saw deeper symbolism linked to Illuminati rumors. The fast cut made it easy to miss, yet fans who slowed the clip felt it seemed intentional. Whether simple branding or something symbolic, the moment continues to spark speculation. Ramstein Reptilian. No matter how well you hide it, even the tiniest slip can be the giveaway. Till Lindemann, the German singer, was performing in Frankfurt when at first his eyes looked totally normal. No contacts or anything fancy. But just seconds later, his eyes flashed lizard-like for a brief moment. That tiny glimpse was enough to make people notice. And honestly, it makes you wonder. Big stars, small stars, it feels like most of them, if not all, have a reptilian side. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, one of the most popular musicians who didn't just dress up or make a devilish appearance, but also had himself done with a lot of surgical changes to make the most devil-like appearance, but then denied it completely.
You've had implants in your cheeks.
Oh, God.
You've had a dimple made in your chin. You've had your lips enlarged. You've had your eyelids reconstructed. Eyelids reconstructed.
It's stupid.
None of it's true.
None of it's true.
Many plastic surgeons are on record not only debunking the truth, but also revealing the history and different kinds of procedures that Michelle went through, and that he was obsessed with these procedures that were best classified to be demonic. He also went to changing the complexion of his skin by going through procedures that made him not only look, but created a perception that he was Caucasian when he actually was an African American. Televised revelation. Some people believe that the teeth of so-called reptilians living among us can also give them away. A set of clips shared across social media showed different celebrities, politicians, and TV hosts briefly revealing something strange about their teeth, whether they meant to or not. It wasn't the unusual eyes people usually talk about, but quick flashes of sharp or oddly shaped teeth that caught attention. These moments caused many viewers to revisit old conspiracy theories and claim they might be true unless proven otherwise. The video has definitely reached its end. I will see you again with another wow video. Until then, you can check out these other videos for a wow dose of entertainment and knowledge.